Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rebels offense takes the field for the first time today. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. The give to the left. Open space at the 25. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Hold it. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Floyd. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Bulls offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker.
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bulls. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody... Quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He's got 67 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Fights off a defender. And he made the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the Bulls racing to the line in a hurry-up. The give to the tailback. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Sweet feet on the move. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Power football with the run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying the left side. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get to him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the left side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. on the board. The kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And the Bulls in the hurry up. They're testing the right side here. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throwing right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no.
Off he goes. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Rebels have a 1st down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going with the ground game left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Keeps the legs moving. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Feeling some heat. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that kind of catch.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. And the Bulls have their offense in high gear.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Touchdown, USF! A great catch and run for 6.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. You find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyway.
Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Handoff to the lone back. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the left side. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something down.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Working the middle, it's complete. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was going down. Great job form time.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll try the run. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to...
He tosses one high and side. Ball in the air, intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulls will have it first and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on first and 10. He wants to throw. He's looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to fire on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there today in Oxford. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Got his man downfield. Can anyone catch him? At the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bulls. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to the Astronauts. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The give to the back. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 40?
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Can't connect on his first throw.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Running to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to blow up again and go back to what was working really good in this game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the move. Shakes off the defender. Makes a man miss. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bulls send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid... Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try it over the left side. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Watts. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And he was able to get back on top of it. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline. Touchdown, South Florida. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on him. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. From just inside their own 20, it's 2nd and 9 from the 19. They'll keep it on the ground. On the move is the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's now up to 83 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy to rock some more here, Paula.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, they were able to come out here in week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these...
Oh, it's out! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bulls moving quickly to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He uncorks one deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Find his tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Bulls.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army is running away with this one. Not since the days of Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside has this offense looked this dynamic. They're up 14 over the Royals. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Small game, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got some room entered to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They're trying to... And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. A first down for the offense. The give and tick, 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 tick.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they were able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Watts. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that pass intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Right on target this time. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Going up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving